Good morning, it's Wednesday, 3rd of August 2016. This is Sylvia Shivamurthy and you're listening to the newspaper reviews on www.r11eng.com. Let's now look at the paper highlights from today's newspapers. The top highlight in Daily News says, Breakthrough in Port City Stalemate. Cabinet approval was granted this week for the government and the CHEC Port City Private Limited to enter into a new agreement on the Port City project. The breakthrough will have the Chinese agreeing to withdraw all compensation claims for losses incurred due to the suspension of the project. The government was earlier said to pay close to $150 million for the suspension it imposed on the project in March 2015. Another highlight says, Speaker certifies RTI bill into law. Speaker Karu Jayasuriya certified the Right to Information Bill into law on Monday, core cabinet spokesperson and Parliamentary Reforms and Mass Media Minister Gayantha Karunatilaka said yesterday. Minister Karunatilaka, addressing the weekly cabinet briefing at the Government Information Department, said the delay was due to the Speaker having left to Singapore recently. And the highlight at the bottom says, Late arrival leads to Chief Invigilator's removal. The service of the Chief Invigilator, who came late to Advanced Level Examination Centre at Henegama Central College, Kelaniya, was terminated by Examinations Commissioner General WMNJ Pushpakumar yesterday. Owing to the late attendance of the Chief Invigilator, it has been reported that the advanced level examination candidates of Henegama Central College received the combined maths question paper 1 after about an hour's delay. Let's now move to the paper highlights in Daily Mirror. The main highlight says, Indian pressure forced SL to suspend and revisit port project, says Rajitha. Cabinet spokesperson and Health Minister Rajitha Senaratne yesterday revealed that the Chinese-funded Port City project initiated by the Mahinda Rajapaksa government had to be suspended and revisited under pressure from India. Another highlight says, Speaker signs RTI bill into law. There's another highlight which says, SLFP to decide on disciplinary action at CC meeting. The Sri Lanka Freedom Party Central Committee will take disciplinary action against the members who participated in the Padayatra organized by the joint opposition. The highlight in the middle says, Members of former government are telling fairy tales, says President. The members of the former government are now walking the street and telling fairy tales. But the people are suffering due to the economic debacle caused by them, President Maithripala Sirisena charged yesterday. And the highlight at the bottom says, Padayatra was a success, says joint opposition. The joint opposition said yesterday that its Jana Satana Padayatra was a major success despite statement to the contrary by the government, and that the march proved that it and not the opposition in parliament was the real opposition. And now let's look at the paper highlights in Ceylon today. The top highlight says, SLTN land bridge most likely. There is a strong possibility of a land bridge being built linking Sri Lanka and India, Minister of Public Enterprises Development Kabir Hashim said, addressing the 12th World Islamic Economic Forum in Jakarta, Indonesia yesterday. He added there had been discussions at the highest political levels on implementing the project. Responding to a question raised by an Indian private energy producer, Hashim added that such a land bridge will greatly enhance trade between India and Sri Lanka. The highlight in the middle says, Government sabotage Hyde Park rally, says Mahinda Nanda. Joint opposition MP Mahinda Nanda Alutgamage said the reason the Padayatra ended at the Lipton Circus was because they were not prepared to dance to the government's tunes. And the highlight at the bottom says, Kids in Padayatra. Don't use children for political gain, says NCPA. The National Child Protection Authority has asked all political parties to refrain from using children for political agendas, as this impacted very damagingly on a child's mental and spiritual growth. This message comes from the NCPA is following the incident in which a child participating in the joint opposition Padayatra was holding a banner that carried a questionable message on it. We brought you the paper highlights from today's newspapers, and we'll get back to you with more news tomorrow. Thank you.